we have seen it just an incredible challenge for first-time home buyers. So some of the initiatives that are being proposed in the president's budget are really aimed at those first-time home buyers. This $10,000 credit could, and I say could because, again, we don't know exactly how the family's going to deploy the money, but I think in the best case scenario could amount to the equivalent of a reduction of about 1.5% on their rate for those first 2 years when they're getting the assistance. So what that looks like in the Las Vegas market, where I believe the median home price, this is separate for condos and townhomes, but a single family freestanding home is about $460,000. So if we run an amortization table and look at the difference between a 7% loan, which is roughly around where we are these days, and a 5.5% loan, you're looking at about $440 a month savings over that time period if you had that reduction of the 1.5%. It's going to look different for different people, so that's not a locked-in thing because so many of the numbers are moving targets. But I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a substantial benefit, certainly during that 2-year period when they have the incentive coming. That they would create kind of a new step up for people trying to buy into their first home, and as we discussed, a new kind of way to make it more possible for somebody who wants to downsize but feels sort of trapped by their low interest rate to be able to make that move and open up that home to a potential first-time home buyer.
Do you think that this has the potential to clear that logjam a little bit?
I think so. I mean, I think it's going to depend a lot on the market that the homeowner is in, who this is targeting. I think that in more mid-level or lower level markets, in terms of the median price of homes, it could really make a big difference. And that often is the market where somebody who's a first-time home buyer has the most realistic chance of getting in. I would say that I and others in sort of the housing advocacy world are just very encouraged. I mean, we know that a lot of this is messaging, and this is what the administration is asking Congress to do, and we're not unrealistic about the Congress that we have. But having all of these issues about housing, and particularly about housing for people who are lower moderate income, be on this stage and be discussed, including he referenced housing in his State of the Union this year, is really important to getting us eventually to better solutions, because it's been very invisible for a long time.